Hi guys, it's Alia. Welcome back to my channel. So I have another walkthrough of a finished journal that I created. This journal, I had trouble naming it. Now I know you don't have to name your journals, but I like to have like a name so that way in the Etsy that kind of corresponds to usually the cover, because I do mostly eclectic journals, so there's usually not a theme. Every once in a while I do a themed journal, but most of the time it's just a very eclectic style. So I ended up naming this so unoriginal. It's called Girl in the Woods. There's a girl and she's in the woods, but for some reason this, like, matching these pictures together, and then I put a sentiment up here, and as you can see it's 100 lifetimes with you. It just gave me that kind of like Twilight series vibe. And there's Bella, and she's, I don't know, in the woods looking for Edward or whatever she was doing, but I don't know, it just gave me that, like, definitely like some sort of vibe like that. But I mean, it's obviously it's just eclectic. It's not vampire related or anything, but it's just the vibe that I get, I guess. So it is a fabric cover, and then these are actually journaling cards, but I backed them onto some cardstock, and then I layered them over each other, and then I put the yellow flowers there to make the cover. So I think that kind of came out good. And also, one thing about this journal that's different than most of the journals that I do, I actually sewed the closure under the front cover, like under there. So there's no eyelets, it's just sewn on. All right, so let's get into it. Let me make sure I am in frame, and if I stay right here, I will be good. Okay, perfect. So front, we have two pockets here. So in the first pocket, I have a recipe card and a vintage postcard. It's not posted, but it's the Manger Town and Country Motor Lodge in Savannah, Georgia. So that is there for you to write on the back of, or decorate the journal, or whatever you'd like to do. And in the top pocket, we have a blank tag, so you can write on the front and the back. And then another little journaling card of this little girl. And actually, you know what? Because I used all those journaling cards came from, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I know, I'm pretty sure no, I don't know. Hold on. Oh, yes. They are from Antique Papery, and this series of little journaling cards is called Amelia Sarah. So I guess that's Amelia, and she is the theme of most of the cards, but I used a lot of the journaling cards in this journal. So okay, so that's the front cover. First page, we have a little flip up spot for some secret journaling, and so you can write whatever you want. This flips down and nobody will ever know that you have a note under there. So in the first pocket, we have a little paper that you can journal on, or you can use to decorate if you want, and then a little playing card. And then in the second pocket, this is, I believe, a Tim Holtz ephemera piece. And then behind, we have a guest check and another recipe card. This is a big one, but it has like the recipe, the ingredients, and then the directions. But you can use it to journal on, or cut out and decorate the journal with, however you'd like. And some more beautiful... I have to stop myself because I just said we have some more beautiful, but I just started this journal. It's because I just finished two other walkthroughs of journals I just finished, and I use this paper because I love this paper. It's actually book pages from Pamela at the Hippie Gypsy. I got them in her shop a while ago, but I love the images on them, so I've been using them in my journals. So that's why I said we have some more, but no, because this is a first walkthrough. So here we have a little place to journal, and there's like these little like lists that I sewed in. There's several pages of it. And then there's another little image of the girl. And we have a blank tag. Well, technically it's blank on the front and the back. And then a little paper there. So those got clipped right in here. And then here is another one of my dad's old business, the business he used to have back in, I think it was the 80s. And he was an electrical engineer, so he had a lot of these graph paper or grid papers, and it has his name of his business and like the job and stuff. Obviously his business is not still in like active because he is retired, but I think it was really cool that I have some of his history to pass along to the world. So here we have a little journaling card I made with a vintage Rolodex card. And then I just put a little sentiment here that says, very kind-hearted. And then here's another little, oh, that's not a booklet. I was trying to make like Polaroid pictures, and then you can journal on the back. So this is one of those that opens completely up. Those flip up and down, and so you can write and write and write and document and do whatever you want in here. And it's kind of secretive because then you close it up and then it just looks like a pocket. Like nobody would think that there's anything written on the inside. And then you know, this is just tucked in here, and then this is tucked behind. So it really just looks like tuck spots, but in actuality, there is some writing space on the inside. So here is some more, here is some children's writing paper that is coffee dyed that I received from my friend Lolly, which I absolutely love. And then here we have a flip up and a flip down for extra journaling, but I also turned it into a tuck spot. So we have a little paper to journal on, and here is, it's the Congregational Church. Not sure where it is, but this is definitely vintage. It is March 25th, maybe, 1942. So that's really neat. And even the stamp, I don't know if you can see that. It's a 2-cent stamp. That's cool also. So this is an actual vintage postcard. I'm going to tuck that behind there. And most of the pages in here, well, actually not most of them, but a lot of them are actual vintage pages. Like this is vintage page. The only ones that aren't are like the ones that are coffee dyed and then the children's writing paper. But here is a vintage page from a magazine. Some beautiful flower images. And then on the back here we have, oh, there's 2 tuck spots. Why didn't I realize that? So there, I made 2 tuck spots, but I don't have anything in the front. So what I'll do, this is a vintage letter. It's from December 23rd, 1957. And there is a little card inside the letter. So they posted it with a card in it. So what I'll do is I'll put that behind there. And here's a little journaling card that I made. It's on the back of an index card, so you can write on there. And then on the front is just a little collage that I did. So I'll put that right there, so that way you know that there's also a tuck spot there, because obviously I didn't realize that I made a tuck spot. So here's another vintage page. This is also vintage, kind of like a graph paper, but there's no lines on it. So I don't really know what it would be called. I don't know. And then here's some vintage music paper. And I made it into a pocket, and in the pocket we have the important message, like when you have to write down a message. Here we have, I used one of the journaling cards. It says collect beautiful moments, and then you can write on the inside. And we have a little Mona Lisa playing card. Some more, here's some like a letterhead. It's from Harvard University. And this is, I just did a lot of collaging on there. And then you flip it over and it's an envelope. So here I have a couple things just tucked in. Another one of those, I don't know, quote unquote Polaroids. And then a little playing card. And then in the pocket here, we have another recipe card. Or actually, no, we have 2 recipe cards and another vintage postcard. And this one is from, it's not so vintage, actually. It's 1983. So it's older. I don't actually know. It would be considered vintage, I think. So that then all tucks back into here. And another little pocket. This one is not posted, but it's Rancho Palos Verdes. Rancho Palo. It's a tongue twister, but it's in California. And then we have one of these vintage. It's from 1978. It's a Tree Communications. I thought it was something different. And that tucks all back inside. And then we have some more, actually, I'm just going to take this out because this is a little piece of paper. And this is a upside down, oopsies, there we go, playing card. But this is a vintage invitation. So that's really neat. So you can you can make it an actual tuck spot if you wanted to. If you just glued it down on 2 sides, it can tuck there, and then you can open it to journal on, or you can sew some pages on the inside and you can turn it into a little booklet. There's lots of different possibilities. This is a vintage invoice. I forget when it's from, but we'll see it on the other side because this is just the bottom half of it. And here is a little, I made tags, and then in the tags, I made little tuck spots, and then I tucked some little bits in there. Here is the middle, and inside the middle, I just have a bunch of random things, recipe cards, guest checks, and some paper. And of course, like I always say, you can put whatever you want on the inside. And here is another one of the little tags to tuck. And some more just bits of ephemera. Okay, so this was from July 31st, 1928, and it's the Dent Hardware Company. So that was their order that they put in. That's really cool. But yep, this is definitely vintage, if not 1928. No, that's not antique yet. Here, let's see what we have. Here's a vintage photo. I don't know what the photo is from. And here is a vintage postcard. Unfortunately, it is not posted, but it's the boardwalk in Atlantic City. So I think that's really cool. Really, really cool. And some more of my dad's business papers. And here, another little pocket with a recipe card. That's Tim Holtz, and then just like a blank tag that you can do whatever you want with. And here again, and look what I did. I forgot that that was in a tuck spot. So what I'll do is I'll tuck this back inside. But here is a vintage invoice type thing from Rock Island Lines. So I'm going to put that here, so that way we know that this is a tuck spot, and then just a recipe card will be tucked behind there. And in this pocket here, another little journaling card on the back of an index card. So that is there, and then those 2 little cards. Some more vintage book page, beautiful flowers. And again, on the inside, this is one of the ones that open completely up for some private journaling. And I did another one of the Polaroids, and those right there. And this one, another flip up, flip down. And I left this open just so this can tuck in. And then I have a little doily there. And then tucked behind, we have a guest check and then a journaling card. So in this journal, there's plenty of places to journal and plenty of places to tuck stuff away which I absolutely love squirreling things away. So here we have another envelope that flips out. We have a little playing card and a message taker thing there, and then in there we have some other little bits and pieces. And here, let's see, what would we have tucked in? Oh, another one of the little cards, not cards, tags, and then a guest check there. And here again, another little secret writing spot, not hiding spot. And then this little, two little like journaling card thingies that they were actually, I forget what I was trying to make with this, and they ended up being offcuts, but they were already inked and backed, so I didn't want to throw them away, so I turned them into journaling cards. And then we have a little postcard here, Crater Lake in, I'm thinking, California. And then another vintage letter from 1947, and it does have a letter inside, and then a little plant card again. So all this gets tucked back inside. Oh, wait, no. There we go. Maybe this can get tucked in here. There we go. Perfect. And then the back cover here, we have two small pockets, and then I just put a little movie trivia card in each pocket. But again, you can take those out and you can put in whatever you want in there. And then I just did a little flower design there, and then my signature. So that is the Girl in the Woods journal. If you are interested, it is available in my Etsy. I will leave a link to the journal in the description box below. And if you go over there, it will tell you all the details for the journal, like, you know, the size of the journal, page numbers, you know, stuff like that. So that is there for you if you are interested. And also you can also see what else is around in my shop, because I do still have other journals as well. So definitely click on over and see what's in there. Anything that might pique your interest, you know, by all means. So that is it for this video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.